what I've referred to a few times here is one, trauma. And part of what the thesis that I work with, and part of the theory that's being worked with a lot of people in terms of trauma these days, is that we have the natural, innate ability to release trauma, God-given in our physiology, but that it has been disabled by, one, the overuse of our rational part of our being, our mind, the abstracting part of our mind, the neocortex. It's also been disabled by our lifestyle. Last night I spoke a lot about what it means to be sitting in chairs. We take chairs for granted, but most of us are not aware of the fact that the posture that we're encouraged to develop in a chair, most of us do not sit in chairs like this, which would be all right. We sit in chairs like this because it's comfortable. But what does it do to us in terms of a kind of a fixed posture? Is that couches and overstuffed chairs, even more so. And a lot of the beds we have. And the car. Except for certain cars that have well-designed chairs. And the computer. So our lifestyle, how much do we walk? How much are we upright? Most people who have back problems, they are not breathing fully. People feel oppressed. And when you feel oppressed, what happens? When you feel disappointed, what happens? Huh? You get sick. You get sick, but what I was demonstrating here is when you feel it, what do? When you feel beaten down. Or when you try to compensate for it. Chest out, stomach in, militarily. I'm going to be strong. Rigidify, etc., etc. But all of these things disable. Health is grace. Suppleness. A hard body is not a healthy body. A supple body is a healthy body. In terms of flow, in terms of energy, right? In terms of movement. In terms of everything working together. My cat, was it here that I talked about my cat jumping to the... I can't remember if it was last night or today. My cat does that. The reason she can do that, you know, my cat, I love to do this and I love to demonstrate it to people. I like to touch one hair on the tip of her tail. One hair. I go, boop, and she goes, and I touch it, and her skin goes, her whole skin goes, and when she jumps, I've watched it, and when she jumps with every claw and every hair from the tip of the tail to the whiskers on her nose. All together in one incredibly coordinated, organized, coherent, integrated movement. So this thing of integrative movement, Tai Chi, Qigong, all these martial arts are about that. It's about developing this flow of energy and unifying and integrity of the body, getting that energy to flow. It wants to flow from the center of our being right on out. The Prophet Muhammad said, in the body there is an organ, and when that organ is sound, the body is sound, and that organ is the heart. And the heart is what it says, the core. Core, the word core means heart. It's from the word in Latin, it means heart. Core. The core of our being, the center, the heart of our being. And from the heart of our being wants to flow in the same way that all nature expresses from the inward to the outward. At the core of our being, in our heart, there is the essence of the nature of reality, rahmah, mercy, love, This is what lies at the core. And this is what wants to flow naturally out from us. The Prophet Muhammad, in the stories, his heart was cleansed by the angels. Yes? There's examples even before he was given the job as messenger of the angels coming and opening his chest and washing his heart in snow. An awesome thing. Purifying it. But we know that when he was with people, he was totally with people. They say that when he spoke to a person, he didn't turn to speak to them. He turned his entire body to speak to them. And the Sheikh last night was saying that not only that, he related to the entire creation, that he spoke to the trees, called them by names, and the wind when it came. He made dua, we call it dua, but he was in fact speaking to the creation. He named his cloak. He named his staff. Personally, he connected to it. Do you see what this is about? It's about being present. It's about being present in yourself, turning your whole life. It's about being present in yourself. It's about also being present with that which is around you, fully present. So what I'm saying is we live in an age that's unique. It's unique in the history of our species, as far as we know.